right? So you're here to really get into the nitty-gritty.
Right.
You want to learn something new today, and you're in the right place. We're diving deep into a song that you've probably heard before. Maybe it's even stuck in your head right now. KSI's Thick of It, featuring Trippie Redd.
Yeah.
We've got the lyrics right here, straight from Music Smash.
Yeah.
And we're going way beyond just listening to this song for fun.
Right.
We really want to understand what's going on beneath the surface.
Yeah, for sure.
What these lyrics are actually telling us.
Like, I think most people listen to music and they just, like, bob their head to it, you know?
Totally.
But when you really dive into the lyrics, like we're going to do today,
Yeah.
I think that's where the real meaning comes out.
Absolutely. And I'm excited to get into that with you today.
Me too.
So, Thick of It, even the title itself, I mean, that already kind of throws us right into the middle of some sort of struggle, doesn't it? Like, what's the initial feeling you get from that title?
Well, you know, the phrase thick of it, I think everyone kind of uses it, you know? It's when you're in, you know, the worst part of something, you know, when it's really difficult.
Yeah.
And that's what the song, I think, is going to be about, you know?
Yeah, you're surrounded by problems.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're in the middle of it. You can't escape it, you know?
Right, yeah, like there's no way out. You're just in the thick of it.
Exactly. And everyone, you know, like the chorus says, everybody knows.
Yeah, that's an interesting line. Everybody knows. Who is everybody in KSI's world, you know?
Well, he's a very public figure.
Right.
You know, he started on YouTube. He's a boxer. He's a musician. So I think everybody could mean a lot of different people. It could be his fans.
Right.
Could be his competitors. You know, the media. It could be everybody.
Like the whole world is watching him go through whatever struggle he's going through.
Exactly. And that adds a lot of pressure.
It does.
You know, because when everybody knows, you can't really hide from it.
Right.
You know?
Kind of under the microscope.
Exactly.
Then we get this really vivid image. They know me. Where it snows. I skied in and they froze. What do you think about when you hear that?
Well, snow, you know, it's cold. It's
Yeah.
harsh. It's, you know, a tough environment. And then skiing, you know, that takes skill and confidence. So he's going into this difficult situation
Right.
with a lot of confidence. And then they froze. So that means, like, he had an impact.
Like they weren't expecting him.
Yeah, maybe they were surprised
Totally, yeah.
by him, or maybe they were intimidated even.
And then we get this line that's kind of a contradiction. I don't know nothing about no ice. I'm just cold. How can you be cold but not know about ice?
Well, I think it means that you don't always have to understand a problem to feel the effects of it.
Right.
So he's feeling the cold, the difficulty, even if he doesn't know exactly what's causing it.
Yeah, like you don't need to know the science behind the cold to know that you're freezing.
Exactly. Or like where the ice came from. You're just cold.
Exactly. Now moving into the verse, we get a lot of lines about resilience, like they knocked me down, but still my feet, they find the floor. I mean, that's just classic, you know, getting back up when you're down.
It is. And I think, you know, KSI, he's had a lot of ups and downs in his career.
Yeah.
He's been very public about it. So this line really resonates with his journey, you know?
Totally. And then he doubles down.
Yeah.
Says, likes a fight, but trust, I'm ready for the war. Like, he's not even just recovering. He's prepared to keep fighting.
Yeah, he's not passive about it, you know? He's
yeah.
not just going to let life beat him down. He's ready for whatever comes.
Absolutely. And he's ready for the long haul.
Yeah.
This is not a one-time thing. This is a war. This is a constant battle.
Yeah, that's like a mindset, you know? Like he's always prepared for a challenge.
Right. And then this is how the story goes. It's like he's accepting that this is just part of life, you know?
Yeah, it's not like a surprise to him anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Like, this is how it always is. There's always going to be challenges.
There's always going to be ups and downs.
Exactly, but that doesn't mean he's not going to keep fighting.
Right.
It just means he knows what to expect.
Now, the second verse is where he really starts to, like, you know, show off a little bit from the screen to the ring to the pen to the king.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a whole career path right there.
Yeah, he's done a lot.
He's not a one-trick pony.
No, he's not, and he's proud of it.
He is.
You know, he's like, look at everything I've accomplished.
And he's saying he's the king.
Yeah, he's at the top.
He's at the top now, and he's asking, where's my crown? That's my bling. Like, he's demanding the recognition that he deserves.
Yeah, he's not shy about it.
He's not.
He's like, I've earned this recognition.
Right.
Give me my crown.
Give me my crown. And he wants the bling. He wants the outward symbols of success.
Yeah, that's part of it too.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just about feeling successful. It's about showing it
Right.
to the world.
Then this is like a very classic line, but it's still really powerful. Smash through the ceiling because I'm reaching for the stars. Like, he's not letting anything hold him back.
Yeah, there's no limits for him.
Yeah.
He's going all the way to the top.
Now, Trippie Redd's verse comes in, and it kind of adds a different perspective to the song.
Yeah.
You know? It's still about struggle and success, but it's a little bit darker.
Yeah, it's a little bit more lonely, you know?
Right.
Like Highway to Heaven, I'm just cruising by my lone.
Yeah, like he's on the right path,
Yeah.
but he's all alone.
Yeah, exactly. Like nobody's with him.
And then he says they cast me out, left me for dead, and people cold. Like he's been betrayed by people he thought he could trust.
Yeah, and that makes the journey even harder, you know?
Yeah.
When you're all alone and people are against you.
It's like the thick of it is even thicker.
Exactly.
But then he finds strength within himself. He says, my faith in God, mind in the Son, I'm about to sow. Like, he's not giving up.
Yeah, he's turning to something bigger than himself, you know,
Yeah.
for strength. And he's still looking ahead.
Right, he's still planting seeds for the future.
Exactly.
And then he says, my life is hard. I took the wheel. I cracked the code. Like, he's taking control of his own destiny.
Yeah, he's not a victim, you know?
Right. He's taking charge even though it's difficult.
And then he hits us with this really hard truth. Ain't nobody gonna save you, man. This life will break you. Like, that's a tough pill to swallow.
It is, but it's also true.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, you can't rely on other people to fix your problems.
You gotta be your own hero.
Exactly.
Now we come back to KSI's chorus, and he drops this very specific number, 40-something millisubs or so. I've been told, like, that's a very concrete measure of his success.
Yeah, he's not just talking about success in general. You know?
Right.
He's giving us a real number, a real achievement.
Like, he's earned those subscribers.
Exactly, and it shows how big his influence is.
It's a huge number.
Yeah.
Now, Music Smash also pulled out some underlying moods and themes from the lyrics, and I think they're really spot on. You know, things like empowerment, inspiration, freedom, adventure, hope. I mean, those are all there, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. Even though there's a lot of struggle in the song,
Yeah.
there's also a lot of hope and determination.
It's not all doom and gloom. No, it's not. It's about overcoming those challenges.
And the themes are really clear: resilience, determination, recognition, and success. Isolation and struggle.
Yeah.
Those are kind of the pillars of the song, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think so. Like you said, it's not just about one thing. It's about all of these things together.
It's like the full picture of what it means to be in the thick of it.
Exactly.
Finally, I think it's interesting to look at the writers
Yeah.
credited on this song. I mean, you've got members of the Red Hot Chili Peppers in there, along with KSI and Trippie Redd and a bunch of other people. Like, that's a really diverse group of writers.
It is, and it makes you wonder how they all collaborated, you know?
Right.
Like, what did each person bring to the table?
Yeah, like, did the Red Hot Chili Peppers guys actually, like, write some of the music?
Maybe.
Or maybe they just gave some ideas.
Yeah. Or maybe it was just like a sample or something.
Right.
I'd
It's
say-
definitely interesting to think about.
It is, and it shows that music can come from a lot of different places.
Yeah, it's not always just one person's vision.
Right.
It can be a group effort. So to wrap this all up, I think we can safely say that Thick of It is more than just a catchy song.
Definitely.
Like, these lyrics really dive deep into what it means to face challenges and push through adversity and achieve your goals, even when you feel alone.
Yeah, it's a really powerful message.
It is, and it's something that I think everyone can relate to.
Yeah, for sure.
So, for you listening right now, as you think about your own life and your own challenges, the times when you felt like you were in the thick of it,
Yeah.
what parts of this song really resonate with you? What lines stick out to you? And what does that tell you about your own resilience and determination? That's something I want you to think about today.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Thanks for diving deep with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We'll see you next time.